I love the fantasy version of Summer Me. She's reading on the porch, she's watching critically acclaimed television, and somehow becoming just a more interesting person. And meanwhile, actual Summer Me is rewatching the same comfort show while folding laundry, forgetting what day it is, and remembering the same page 4 times because I've read it 4 times. Because somebody keeps asking me for snacks. So today we're going to embrace both of those versions. We're talking about what we're reading, what we're watching, and what we are loving this summer. Not the aspirational version of life, but in the one that we're actually living. There's so many books to read in the world. If you don't like it, don't read it.
Jordan, I need you to translate. What book series is she reading?
Honestly, my summer escape is hiding in my car and listening to just the music that I want to listen to.
It's okay. Yeah, no, he died 10 seasons ago.
10? Okay, I'm sorry. How many seasons
I'm
does
not
Grey's
starting the show.
Anatomy
I'm
have?
not starting the show.
Welcome to What Even Is This, the podcast where we acknowledge that life's a mess. So let's talk about it. I'm your host, Jane Dorman, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Jordan. What's going on, girl?
Not much. Apparently, I'm comparing fantasy summer self to actual summer self, and I have to say that fantasy summer self, she is doing pretty amazing.
Oh, she really is. I'd say she's thriving. I don't know.
She is. She's reading all those books on her TBR. She's got her summer playlist. She probably remembers to bring the cute bag to the pool.
She's wearing linen. I don't know. I always feel like linen is summer success. I don't know.
It is. Yeah.
Ambition, really.
You can rock it. Exactly. And I feel like she's also got opinions about like MMCs. She's got a diverse watch list of shows that are just waiting for her with all that free time that she has.
Oh, I love it. Well, meanwhile, actual summer self is just trying to find something decent to watch without wasting 45 minutes on a terrible pilot episode. Why do these exist?
Yeah. And that matters. That matters too. Yeah.
It really does, because today's episode is all about summer escapes. What we're reading, what we're watching, what we're loving right now.
Yep. And because we cannot, or I guess I cannot be trusted to talk about books for only 6 minutes, we're just going to embrace the fact that this is kind of my lane, I guess. I don't know.
This is very much your lane, Jordan, okay? I'm
All
not
right.
worthy.
All right.
We're not
look at the background.
worthy.
Look at the background. Yeah, yes, this is my lane. And to round us out too, we also have a guest expert who is joining us for the watching side of life because Jane's sister has strong opinions about what everybody should be watching this summer. And
She really does.
quite persuasive. So
Yeah, she
you
really
will
does,
enjoy-
y'all. She is, and frankly, that is exactly the energy this episode needs. I am here for it. Let's go.
Yep. So if you need a few recommendations, a little entertainment therapy, or you just want to feel less alone in the gap between what you thought summer would look like and what it actually is shaping up to be, welcome. You're among friends.
All right. Well, let's get into it, Jordan. Are you ready to play a little Would
Yeah.
You Rather with us
Yeah.
again?
Yes, of course. Last one.
Last one. Let's make it count. Okay, Jordan, would you rather finally finish the book you've been currently reading for 3 months or find a new comfort show that instantly hooks you?
Oh, man. I'm going to have to go with the book that I've currently been reading for 3 months, which actually I do think I have a book that I've currently been reading for 3 months that I need to finish. Yeah, and this is what happens with me. So I am one of those readers who I have like 3, sometimes 4 books that I'm reading at the same time. Because my brain works that way. I don't know. I'm one of those people that I can multitask like that. So what will happen is I will find or, be starting 3 or 4 and get through like 2 of them real quick because they're great. And then the other one kind of goes by the wayside, and then one is just collecting dust somewhere. So I have a dust collector somewhere. I'm pretty sure. So probably that
That's
one.
funny.
I gotta update the Goodreads, right? I gotta update my book challenge total. So yeah, I gotta wrap that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, would you rather watch something critically acclaimed that makes you think or something wildly entertaining that requires nothing from you?
I mean, that depends on the day, right? I mean, I don't know. It depends on the mood.
It depends on the vibe. What your vibe is. I get it. I get it. Would you rather have the perfect summer reading nook or the perfect summer watch list?
Ooh. Probably reading nook, I would say. That's kind of my dream, is to have
Okay.
a library of sorts with like a big comfy chair. So, yeah, that. Yeah.
Okay. Someday, for sure. Would you rather watch a comfort show you've seen 10 times or spend 40 minutes trying to pick something new?
Oh, comfort show. That's like not even.
I know.
Not even a
I
question.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I fall into that trap sometimes where I spend the 40 minutes trying to pick something new and then it's 11 o'clock and I go, well, it's bedtime.
Right.
So
Yeah.
try again tomorrow. Yeah. What would you rather read on the porch with a drink or watch TV alone in a cold, dark room?
Oh, TV, cold, dark room. I live in Georgia. I'm not going outside. No.
No. Ain't nobody
No.
got time for that. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Would you rather be ahead on your TBR or ahead on your watch list?
Head on TBR. Remember what my name is. It's going to be the
Yes.
TBR. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, truly, just because mom, I don't have a watch list really anymore. I mean, books are easier to carry around than shows and movies, unfortunately. So, yeah, TBR.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good deal. Would you rather have Jordan pick your next 3 books or Kaylee pick your next 3 shows? I think that was meant for. We could skip
doesn't know
that
what
one.
Jordan wants. So.
Yeah, that's what Jordan doesn't know. We'll just skip that one.
Okay. Yeah.
Would you rather DNF a book guilt-free or quit a show after one bad episode with no explanation?
Do you know what DNF means? Because I saw.
I
your face.
don't. I don't.
DNF did not finish. So. Honestly, DNF. I that is something that I have done 3 times this year, and it's like at least double the amount that I have done in the past.
Yeah.
There's so many books to read in the world. Like, if you don't like it, don't read it. Or I was watching a Bookstagrammer last week, I think, and she put up a whole video about this of like, just DNF it. If you don't want to read it, DNF it. And that doesn't mean you're never going to read it. Like, maybe you'll come back to it and be in the right vibe mindset. But yeah, definitely DNF. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I agree with you. There's too many books in the world to read bad ones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and I guess it doesn't make them bad, but it's just not for you, and that's okay.
It's just in that time, not for you. Yeah.
Exactly. Would you rather watch laundry TV all summer or only watch things that demand your full attention?
I mean, I would love to be able to watch things that demand my full attention because they're probably better. But I mean, laundry TV is probably the only option that I have. So we'll go with that one.
Okay. Would you rather read a book that wrecks you emotionally or watch a show that consumes your entire personality for a week?
See, okay, this one's going to shock you. I would rather watch a show that consumes your entire personality for a week because then you're done after a week with that. A book that wrecks you emotionally, you're going to not ever get over that. So that's an ongoing.
I'm learning things.
An ongoing pain. Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather have an endless library card hold list or endless streaming recommendations?
I think I'm gonna surprise you again. Endless streaming, because I don't know. I used to be real big in the library, but now like I really like my trophies. It's like the only way I can
Your
excuse
trophies.
what's behind me. So yeah, I don't really do the library much anymore. Yeah, because I mean, especially if you like the book, like it's your baby. Like you love it, so you want to keep it. So like I don't want to give it back to somebody else. So yeah, I would say probably endless streaming, which I mean again is possibly unrealistic because who knows if I would ever get to them. But
Sure.
yeah, probably that.
Have you ever raw dogged the library where you just go in and pick a book randomly off the shelf?
Sometimes that's fun.
That's one of my favorite activities during the summer. I just am a loose cannon. We show up, the kids go their section, I check out mine, and I go, this looks interesting, let's try it. It's surprisingly been almost, I don't know, I would say like 85% success rate.
bad.
So highly
bad.
recommend doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's our last Would You Rather for today. Would you rather only read physical books all summer or only listen to audiobooks? Hot take, Jordan.
I don't do audio. And again, I think this is just the season of life, right? Like there's nothing wrong with it. There are apparently incredible immersive reading experiences that you can have with audiobooks. But that would involve me being able to disconnect from the world for that long during the day. That, and I mean, my kids don't need to be listening to what I read most of the time. So, I got to do the physical. And then I'll give you a little even further tidbit. I am one of the people who, if there's a hardcover option, I'm going with that. Because
Interesting.
it's easier to hold. They look better because it has to look good, right? Like, and they're getting a little smart to this in the publishing world. And there's a lot of books that come out with a paperback, but they do like sprayed edges. Because that's the other thing too, is like most of the time hardcover, you've got like the cool sprayed edges and like the deluxe edition and blah, blah, blah. So they're just prettier, I don't know, aesthetics, vibe, that kind of thing.
This
But
is
to answer your
so
question,
interesting.
I know, yeah, physical books.
What are
yeah.
your thoughts on the Kindle, like a Kindle e-reader?
I used to have one. I have the app on my phone because actually every month, like Amazon gives you like the free Kindle, whatever, like first reads if you have Prime.
Sure.
And I'll still like look at it. They haven't been great lately, so I haven't really bought it or picked one recently. But I mean, it's okay. It's not my favorite.
I
but,
love my Kindle reader.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's just it feels more efficient to carry it around. But I get it.
Well,
Holding a physical book,
library-
to
library
each
in a
their
bag.
own.
Yeah.
Yes, library in a bag. Exactly. I just feel like it's better, more functional for me when I pack up and go on
you go.
vacation. But every so
There you
often,
go.
I do like holding a physical book myself.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Jordan, I think all of us need to just buckle up in this lane that you're taking us down because
Yes.
today I can tell you are a complex, passionate woman when it comes to this world of reading entertainment. I need to learn from you because I do love to read, and I would say this is a recent hobby I've taken up over the most recent years, but I get into, they have show holes. I guess it would be a book hole where I finish a book, I really like it, and I don't know where to go next. And so I'm ready to learn from you today. But before we get into your own recommendations and further down the line, it's time for one of our favorite parts of this series, and that is the Summer Survival Voices. We got a great roundup. Woohoo! Exactly.
Yeah. This is where we hear from listeners about what summer survival actually looks like in real life.
And for this episode, we asked you what you're reading, watching, or loving right now, or what your fantasy summer self thought she'd be doing versus what is actually happening.
Which honestly, that might be one of the most relatable prompts that we've ever given. Let's be real.
Yeah, exactly. So we took that question to women in our community and in our circles.
And we asked, when you need a minute this summer, what are you watching, listening to, or reading?
And honestly, the responses were so good, Jordan. I cannot wait for us to dive into these.
Oh, yeah. I mean, some of them were funny. I mean, some were deeply real. So, and I feel like probably overall, they just made everybody feel pretty seen. So it'll be great.
All right, well, let's give it a go. Let's hear from our summer survival voices. The first one is from Erin from Texas.
When I need a minute this summer, I will be reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, which sounds crazy, but it's really fun. Crazy sci-fi book. I'll also be reading any fun romance book that just is an easy read that lets me just escape. And if I'm wanting a spiritual read, I will be reading John Mark Comer, who's one of my favorite authors. I will be watching the new Mandalorian and Spider-Man movies that are coming out this summer. And as for what I'll be listening to, I'll be listening to some podcasts. One that I'm loving right now is the Slow Theology podcast. And I will also be listening to just any music that makes me feel like I'm lying by the pool. I like to make my own playlist on Spotify with just happy, chill music that feels like summer.
So what's your take, Jordan? What do you think about Erin?
She's
Response.
diverse. I'm gonna give her that. Like, good
Yep.
grief, dungeon crawler
Yep.
Carl, and then you go to romance, and then spirit. Like, okay, she's a well-rounded woman. I can't even say that word. Yeah,
She is a well-rounded woman. I didn't know half the things that were on her list except for John Mark Comer, who I am a big fan of. But I don't know, maybe I'll try this dungeon crawler Carl. I don't know. What's your take on it? I assume
haven't
you
read
know
it.
who
It's
this
not
is.
really. Yeah, it's not really a genre that I gravitate towards, but it's so
Okay.
popular, and like I don't feel like it would be that popular if it was not good. So if you like, I think it's very comedic. So if you need a comedy read, that might be a good one.
All
And
right.
there's a lot of them.
Is there? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
it's like-
that'll be the answer to my book hole. Like,
you
let's fill it up with dungeon crawler Carl.
you
If you can even say
There
it
you go.
correctly.
Yeah,
Anyway.
exactly.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, this next one comes from Ariana, who lives out in California.
When I need a minute this summer, I usually try to find an opportunity to go for a walk. I take a deep breath, notice the things around me, and slow my system way down. I also love listening to books when I don't have a chance to sit down and read them. And recently, I've been really into Sissy Goff and David Thomas's book called Capable. If you haven't had a chance to read it or listen to it yet, I highly recommend it.
So with Ariana's, I love this. I personally like taking walks and it just kind of, what she mentioned about kind of just slowing your system down. I think that's a great practice for us to try and seek out, if not, maybe not daily, but if we could find maybe one time a week to do that just, kind of slows us down. And I have not read her book recommendation, but I heard Sissy Goff and David Thomas interviewed on a podcast about this book, and it sounds really interesting to me.
Cool.
Capable is all about how to set our kids up, because they're both children counselors, child counselors, psychologists.
Okay.
And it's kind of like setting our kids up to be capable. Like they are capable
cool.
of doing things, and they've noticed kids lacking certain abilities or capabilities because parents aren't giving them the space to do that. So anyway, I think I'm going to add that onto my TBR list. Am I
There
using
you
that
go.
terminology right?
To be read. There you go. There
To
you go.
be read list. Yes, yes. So I don't know. Any thoughts on this for you, Jordan?
Yeah, and I think too that she's saying audiobook. I feel like walking in audiobooks, like that's a huge hack that like a ton of people do.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
combine the two. If you want to read and you want to move, do that. Yeah.
Okay, this next one comes from Amber, and she's from Ohio.
And when I need a minute this summer, I am reading the new Dan Brown book.
So what's your take on Dan Brown, Jordan?
So what's funny is my husband actually loves his books. So
Okay,
I'm wondering
great.
if he's also going to be checking out the new Dan Brown book. Da Vinci Code, I think, is what he wrote. So
Okay.
good for you.
Okay. All right. Hey, we did Google what the latest Dan Brown book is, and it's called The
Yeah.
Secret of Secrets.
There you
And so check it out. If you are in the mood for something like Da Vinci Code or of that round, go for it.
you go.
So, okay, our next summer survival voice is Morgan from Georgia.
If I need a minute this summer, I'm not sure. I will probably go on Instagram and watch so far my favorite person lately has been a Pop of You, or I can't remember her name, but there's a lady that's cleaning out her closet. All clean out themes, so apparently I just need to go clean something out, but I'll probably do that. Or what I should be doing besides going and reading the Word would probably be filling out and updating baby books. I have started those promptly journals where you fill them out all the way up to 18 years old. They just have a lot of questions in them, prompts, and you fill them out and you're supposed to give it to that child when they turn 18. Great idea. Our youngest is 9 months old, and his just came in the mail this week. So I'm really behind, and he's number 4. So I should probably spend some time this summer updating all of those books, because it's a little bit heartbreaking to see the first kids completely updated, and it just kind of goes downhill from there. So that is probably what I would be doing for my extra minutes this summer.
So that is my sister, y'all.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, she has 4 kids, and
Okay.
they're all fairly close together in age. So her oldest is my second child's age. So from like 6 to 7 to, like she said, 9 months. James is 9 months. Which is
wow.
crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, I fell into the same, like Dean, my oldest, had that baby book filled out so well, so thoroughly every month, and I don't think Zoe's made it past like 6 months. So like that's
Can
just
I say
don't know,
something?
too. So double that.
Can I say
and yeah,
something that'll make you feel better?
Yeah.
What's a baby book?
I know. And that's the thing, right? It's like, who is it for, right? Is it just for me? Is it for the child?
Yeah.
Now, what she's doing actually sounds pretty interesting, because I think it would be like, I'd like to
Yeah.
know what I maybe said when I was 7, or,
Mhm.
that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like, that's fun. But no, the ones that I had were definitely not for anyone but me. So,
Yep.
yeah. And the whole like watching cleaning, again, I've empathized with that a lot. That used to be something I fell into a rabbit hole with, was like the organizing stuff, because you
Oh.
want to do it, right? But it's like, dude, that takes time. That takes money. That
It
takes
does.
like so many things. So we'll just watch somebody else do it.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, Jordan,
Mhm.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, here's our last summer survival voice of the summer, and this comes from Chandler from Alabama.
This summer, when I'm sitting down to relax, I'm probably going to be picking up any of the ACOTAR books, because I'm doing a reread before the new books come out at the beginning of next year. And then if I'm not reading those, I'm going to be watching Dancing with the Stars or Love Island UK.
Jordan, I need you to translate. What book series is she reading?
Yes. So this is another one of my sisters.
Okay.
And she is actually the one who is responsible for probably this majority of this episode being possible. She's the one who got me back into reading. And so ACOTAR, that she
Okay.
just talked about,
Okay.
A Court of Thorn and Roses, which is this, if you're watching the series right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You have probably seen it. This is like,
I've heard
been
of it. And I think
credited.
I started a little bit, then I couldn't
Yeah.
keep up.
It's not for everybody, but something about it just drew me back in. And so that was like, oh man, probably 4 years ago, maybe 4 or 5. Zoe was pretty little, maybe even 6.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
But yeah, she told me to get that book. And so I got that book, and now I have all these books because it just something about, so Sarah J. Maas is the author, and that woman is like this current day J.K. Rowling. Like, she is revolutionizing reading. I think she single-handedly saved Barnes and Noble from bankruptcy. Like, I'm not even kidding. I believe people would actually credit her with that. So anyway, yes. So she has a bunch of different series. She has 3. ACOTAR is probably the most popular one, or the most well-known. And then she's got Throne of Glass, and she has Crescent City. No, I'm not gonna say that because that would be a spoiler. Can't say that. Anyway, she's kind of gone in with all of them. And so ACOTAR, I don't know if we thought it was done, but I don't know. Anyway, Sarah J. Maas went on a podcast recently and announced two new books. One of them's coming out in October. I think the other one comes out in January.
Oh boy.
So now, unfortunately, we all have to go reread all these books because it's been, I think, like 6 years, maybe even more,
Wow.
since she's put out anything for this series. So that would be why my sister is probably going to have to go back and refresh the old brain there. And then Dancing with the Stars, I can't get into that. I don't know. I can't do reality TV because like my life is too real anyway. So like I don't need to watch more. So I don't know. I mean, are you a reality TV person?
Only when it comes to cooking and baking shows. Anything outside of that, I struggle. I struggle with hanging in there because I can't build entertainment off of somebody else's drama.
Yeah.
Keep it in the kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah. The British Bake Off, I'm assuming you are a big fan.
I love British Bake Off. Right now, I'm really into Top Chef. The current season is on. I love Top Chef. And I have known to dabble in the Food Network baking championships. And right now I'm fit. I kind of stepped into Next Level Next Level Chef, which is a Gordon Ramsay one.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised it hung in there because what the premise is they take professional chefs, they take social media chefs and home cooks, and they put them all together, break them up into teams. And then it's like they get them down to whoever the next level chef is. And then there's a whole gimmick where there's a platform with all the ingredients. And if you're in the top level, it's like the premier kitchen, professional kitchen. You can think of everything's there. And you get first dibs, and then the platform lowers after like a minute, and then goes to the middle level, which is like a catering type kitchen. So not as high performing, but there. Yeah. And then you're in the basement, and the basement has dented pans and dull knives, and they have to get intuitive. It's a pretty fun ride, and I knew a lot of social media chefs that were competing. So that's what hooked me in this season. Anyway, that was my long answer. That's the type of reality TV that I'm into. So come holler at your girl if you feel the same way.
There you go.
But yeah, cool. Jordan, that was it. That was our summer survival voices. Thank you so much to everyone who participated. It's been really fun to share other people's voices on this platform.
And, I loved how many people said that their summer escape isn't even something that's impressive, right? Like it's just the one thing that's kind of helping them breathe this summer, which is so important.
It is so important. An escape just doesn't have to be a trip or this whole big moment, right? Sometimes it's a chapter. Sometimes it's a comfort show. Sometimes it's an iced coffee in 20 uninterrupted minutes. I mean, just got to find it. Make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, my summer escape is hiding in my car and listening to just the music that I want to listen to.
Yes,
and I think that is a practice that deserves more respect. Let's be real.
Well, exactly. It's not avoidance, right? It's resourcefulness. You are being resourceful, Jordan.
Exactly. It's adaptive behavior. Come on.
And that is a woman using her gifts, if you ask me.
I mean, I'll take it. And I think what I love hearing about, honestly, most is that all of that just kind of reminds me that we are all looking for just those little ways to come up for air this summer. And honestly, probably all year. Let's be real.
And the reality is it doesn't have to be glamorous to count, right? No. You just got to find it and stick to it.
Exactly. So, that feels like the perfect place to start. The difference between the summer that we pictured and the one that we are actually living.
Exactly. So that brings us to this part of the show where, Jordan, this is your moment. Are you ready to dazzle us?
Are you
with the
ready?
knowledge?
Are you ready?
I don't know. I'm getting a little nervous. My heart's racing, but
don't do that.
I know, but I think you have been waiting for this moment, and it's time to dig in. Are you ready?
Yeah, you know what? I really have. You're gonna figure out this is my my passion. This is my thing. So yeah.
All right. Well, Jordan, you need to educate us first and foremost. What are you actually in the mood to read this summer?
What am I in the mood to read? So I can't, unfortunately, be one of those vibe readers, which I don't know if you've ever encountered this, but people that can and honestly, it's kind of maybe what you talked about, where you just go to the library and you let the library shelves talk to you. I mean, maybe with the library, that would be different, because if you don't like it, you can take it back. But going to Barnes and Noble, no, you gotta, because you're paying money. So you gotta actually like what you're getting ready to read. So
yep.
I am trying to find more standalone books.
Okay.
Or either standalone or series that have been completed. Because at least in the genres that I like to read, we love a good series. And the problem is that then those series take about a year at minimum to come out with the next one. So if you jump on right at the beginning, which it's great because then you're in like, the roller coaster that's going on of people loving it and the hype and everything. But then you got to sit there and wait and try to remember everything. So standalones or series that are completed. That would be what I'm going for this summer because I don't have enough mental capacity to keep giving it my thoughts. So
That's okay. You set your pace, lady. You do that.
There you go.
Well, let me ask you this then, Jordan. What makes a good summer read for you? Like, what do you think? What are the elements that are like, this is like prestige summer status of a book?
Yeah. I think, and this is just kind of thinking more general for people. I think if you have a book that is on the shorter end, because you may have more time in the summer, but it's going to be pretty fleeting. So you don't want to like blow through all your free time with a book. So I would say try to find something that is digestible. There's a word for you. And then, honestly, and it's kind of like what we'll talk about later on with Kaylee when it comes to like TV shows also.
Sure.
Like, let it be one that you don't got to commit a lot of mental capacity to and have it be fun. It's summer. Have fun. You a fun book. Yeah.
No, I love that. I love that. Do you think summer reading should feel escapist, meaningful, easy, dramatic, or all of the above? What do you think?
Depends on you. You're the reader. What are you in the mood for? Maybe your summer is you want to be emotionally damaged by a book, or you just want to laugh at, in your bed at 10 p.m. That's up to you. I think that's a pretty personal decision.
Yeah, I think for me, for when I'm thinking about summer books in the fiction genre, I'm looking for, you said short books. You know what it is for me that I get really caught up in sometimes is if the chapters are so ding dang long, I'm out. Like I need short chapters, so it makes me feel like I'm making progress. Because I don't know, have you ever done this? This is something I do, readers, listeners, audience, whatever. Both. I'll be reading a chapter, and if I'm starting to hit that point where I'm like, man, this is going so long, I start flipping the pages to see how many more pages do I have left, and I go, ugh. If it's over 10 pages, I get kind of burnt out instantly. I don't know. It's a mind game for me, and I just bring it up because I just want to say, hey, ain't no shade if you're like, this book is too long, or I really thrive when there's short chapters because I feel like, man, I'm just burning through this book. I don't know.
You like to cross off a to-do list, don't you?
I guess I do. Kind of.
So
I'm like,
that kind of goes with that. Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. So I don't know. I just, when you were saying it's up to you as the reader, I don't know. Sometimes it just feels like pressure, but it's like, you know what you like. I like a good rom-com, feel-good book.
There you go.
I'm really into Abby Jimenez, and I know she has a new book that came out this year that I'm like 45th in line on my Libby app for. But yeah, I know. It's going to be a while. I'm kind of hoping it drops. Or my position of line drops right before we go to the beach this summer because that would be a fun beach read. But
that would be good.
Anyway, Jordan, what's the difference between the books you think you should read and the books you actually want to read right now?
So you said that you're getting into reading, so maybe you have not fallen this far into the black hole that is reading right now. But Bookstagram, Book Talk, is great. It has found me quite a few books. It's actually opened my eyes to authors that I now adore. But the problem is you get super, super FOMO with stuff. So you'll be reading something and then find out that there's some new book coming out, but then you want to finish the one that you're reading. So So with me, it's the, what is that called? Can't think of the term, but like everybody else is doing it, so I got to do it kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah. FOMO.
And yeah, there's another
But not
term.
really. Oh, there's another term.
My brain's not
Okay.
working.
That's okay.
But yeah, so I think maybe that's an answer, but I think also probably what your question is getting at is like, do I read anything that's intellectually beneficial? No, I don't. Cause like for me reading, I will, right? Like if I have to read something that's like educational or whatever, I will. But it's not what I gravitate towards. Like reading for me is an escape. Like it is a chance to let the creative side of my brain play. And so that would be probably a better answer for that also.
All right. Fantastic. Well, with that in mind, do you have like 2 to 3 books or genres or reading moods you genuinely recommend this summer?
Yeah. See, and again, this is super detailed with who the person is, but I mean, I think for me, because so you're saying you like Abby Jimenez, like that's romance, I believe. I can't, it's funny. So I will go into romance, but I can't go all the way into like that kind of romance. I actually stick with the dark romance because
Woof.
I don't know. I know, but it's because I also really love like thrillers and psychological thriller, like that kind of thing. And so
Okay.
dark romance has kind of both of those, I think. So that kind of helps. And then the other genre that I like is romantasy, which is romantic fantasy. And that will also kind of, now at least, I feel like it's trending this way. It will kind of also veer towards like the dark romance thing. So I honestly, this is probably what I would recommend. If you have an author that you really like, and maybe you haven't read most of their catalog, make this the summer that you catch up. Like that's something that
I like
I've picked up on that, where I have a couple of authors that I've really fallen in love with one of their books. And like one of them in particular, Rena Kent, has so many books. Now I regret falling in love with one of her books because and of course, like they're all standalone, quote unquote, but they also are so interwoven. And so I, of course, jumped in on the series that's in the middle. Like they call it literally the Kent verse. Like she has so many books that all follow these same families and people. So don't do that because you'll never leave your room this summer. But yeah, like find an author or maybe rediscover an author, right? Like maybe reread Harry Potter or Hunger Games or like, go revisit your childhood this summer. That might be fun.
Yeah. Something I've been sitting with and wondering about is like I know there are definitely like classics that I either never read or was like, I'll wait for the movie to come out. And I've been really sitting with that idea of like, maybe I need to revisit like Jane Eyre or Pride and Prejudice. You know what? I'm not. Here's true confessions. I've never actually read Pride and Prejudice.
I haven't either.
Ooh, maybe we need to read this summer because I feel like a lot of people are like, gasp.
I know.
Listen,
Yeah.
the movies came out. I watched them.
Exactly.
I got the gist. So I know enough to enter a conversation with someone about it. But so that's just, I like this approach, Jordan, of like maybe just pick an author and go down that rabbit trail or a genre or, something that just piques your curiosity because I just think it kind of lightens the mental load of like, where do I go next, So, well, Jordan, I really appreciate you sharing this knowledge with us and letting us pick your brain a little bit. And before we wrap up this segment, I'm wondering if there is just some bullet point notes for us or something like a book strategy going into this summer. Help us out. I'm just going to toss it over to you. Yeah. What do we not know?
So it's not really what you don't know, but maybe like you said, hey, I'm getting back into reading. I feel like summer is kind of the time that people do that anyway. So I kind of came up with some thoughts that I had because I also recently came back into reading. So I mentioned it a couple of times. There is Book Talk. If you're on TikTok, there's Bookstagram if you're on Instagram. And it is addictive. I will tell you that now. You're going to have a TBR that is like as tall as you.
Okay.
but it is a really good way to kind of help you fall in love with reading again. And so I would say start there. Like just kind of search the hashtags, find the people, and just kind of browse, watch what they review or talk about, see what stands out, and just kind of go from there. And so then once you kind of have an idea of what you want to go for, I would say start, let's say slow, free is the other word to go with that. And like we talked about, hit up the library. At least around here, you know, the bonus is the kids have a nice little air conditioned space that they get to wander around. But yeah, go to the library, see. Typically, new releases are there. It might take a hot minute for you to find them, but it's a good way to do it. Then another thing, so once you've figured out what you want to read, you maybe find it. You don't have to go this route, but this is like a huge thing that's kind of kept me reading because I can actually go back and see what I've read and remember what I've read. But it's Goodreads. So actually, there's a few other platforms. I really like Goodreads. It's this app, a reading app, and it has a community. But you can also sit there and set like, I think I have a goal of like 50 books I want to read this year or something. So you can track it and you can log it and reviews and all that kind of stuff. So doing something like that, I feel like, you know, you can kind of make your own bookshelves in that too. So you can have a running TBR list. So if you find a book and you want to read it, you can actually say, want to read. It's great. And then, you know, I feel like maybe reading gets a little bit crazy and scary with people because they just see how many different books are out there and how many different genres. And yes, it is overwhelming to walk into Barnes and Noble and be like, what am I doing? So again, go back to Book Talk, go back to Bookstagram. But as you're reading, you will figure out probably fairly quickly like what genres that you like. And you know, but my thing is like, I kind of used to always think, okay, if I read this book and I really liked it, then it's like from a very specific genre, like that's the only one that I'm going to like reading. And I've kind of been able to break myself away from that a little bit, or not even break away, but you'll kind of figure out that like genres kind of bleed into each other a little bit. So if you like one thing, there's some adjacent genres that you might also like. So don't be afraid to branch out and try something. And, you know, I have, like I said, fallen down that Bookstagram black hole quite a bit. And have like, I'm not even kidding. I think it's over 100 books on my TBR. So
Nice.
I have a lot of reading to do. So what I actually ended up doing was I made a TBR jar. And what you do with that is you get like, I think I just have like a mason jar or something.
Okay.
You write down all of the book titles on little strips of paper, cut them all out, put them in there. And then when it's time to go read a book, you shake it up and you go pick a book. And it's kind of fun. At least for me, it's like a little surprise because you don't know what I'm going to get. Yeah. So just make it fun, right? I think that's like bottom line for all of this is just make reading fun this summer and you'll keep doing it. And you won't regret it.
That. Those are really great ideas, Jordan. And I want to encourage all of us to embrace them. And maybe I'll make a TBR jar later this afternoon. Who knows? Might get crazy. But gosh, there's just so much to this aspect of entertainment. And I know it can also be pretty personal too, in the sense of like, we all know what we like. And I feel like you've given us permission to pursue those things that, you know what, hey, this is a genre I enjoy, and you're also challenging us to try something new. So I just, I really love it. And now, because no conversation about books, movies, podcasts, music, or culture is complete without at least one person saying, well, actually, I'd like to welcome my sister, Kaylee McDougall, to the show. Kaylee, welcome!
Hello.
Hello. Well, before we dive in, guys, I really want to just kind of set Kaylee up so they can get a picture of who she is, other than, you know, my sister, which is one of my favorite roles that she is. But Kaylee works at Universal's Epic Universe, which means she spends her professional life surrounded by intellectual property worth billions of dollars, and her personal life explaining post-credit scenes to the rest of us. She is our in-house expert on Marvel, Star Wars, really movies in general, prestige television, books, podcasts, and basically any form of entertainment that can either win an Oscar or inspire a Reddit thread with 14,000 comments. And honestly, before I watch anything, I usually ask Kaylee one question. Is it actually good? Or do people just feel pressure to say it's good? So Jordan and I are bringing her in now for some rapid fire recommendations, opinions, and potentially controversial takes. So please welcome my sister Kaylee to the show. Kaylee, we are excited to have you here.
Thanks for having me on. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, again, Kaylee, thank you so much for joining us. And just so everyone understands the stakes here, this is not casual entertainment consumption for you, right? You approach pop culture the way Supreme Court justices approach constitutional law. Okay, this is how
Wow.
I like to. I know the stakes
Yes.
are high. Okay,
It's
and
serious.
we need help. Okay, so Jordan and I thought we'd use your powers for good. Summer is here. People are traveling. We're pretending we're going to read so many books by the pool, but instead, inevitably, watch 3 episodes of something at 11:30 o'clock at night. We need guidance. We need discernment. We need someone to tell us what's actually worth our limited attention spans and, frankly, our limited time. So we're going to ask you a few very important questions, kind of a warm up about what we should all be watching this summer. Kaylee and I just want to kick things off with this question. What makes something a good summer watch?
I think the summer is the perfect time for movies and catching up on things that you may not have seen. But like summer movies in general, I feel like are always light, fun, something that everyone could sometimes watch, or just something that's like action packed as well. Because, during the summer, a lot of those blockbuster movies are really coming out, so that things to really draw people in, especially over holidays like Memorial Day, 4th of July. But then you also have to have the entertainment that's for the family. So animated films are really big coming out during this time of year. Because there's always at least a Minion movie or some version of Toy Story or a Disney movie coming out at this point.
Do we need Toy Story 5? Let's be real. I
thank
don't think we
you.
do.
Thank you for saying
No.
that.
No,
I
literally,
don't
I'm like,
think
why
so.
do the toys need to fight technology? I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
right.
just let them be.
See, I didn't even know what the premise was. Now I really don't want to see it. That's what it's about. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And didn't we kind of already attack technology in the first one? Like Woody was like
Yeah.
old school.
Yeah.
Liz had all the,
Yep.
but maybe
Yeah.
this is new technology. I don't know. It's just so weird. Anyway,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
sidetracked. Yeah.
But yeah, it's all those things that are really just exciting for people to bring them in. But it's summer. It's hot. We want to get into AC and relax and not be stuck at home. So it's really
Amen.
stuff to draw people out of the house and give it a good time. Because, there's always some sort of superhero movie coming out that's always an action-packed. Tom Cruise has big movies coming out. Even the summer occasional rom-com or romance movies are always really fun. But they're typically like light, fun summertime flings that really can just get you out and have a good time.
So Kaylee, now what I would love to know is what are your top 2, maybe to 4, if we're being ambitious, shows or movies that people absolutely have to be watching this summer? And obviously Toy Story 5 is not on that list.
Amen. That's
Just saying.
ridiculous.
Watching Woody come with a bald spot and trying to fight an iPad is not what I'm here
I'm
for.
sorry.
So
I have not seen the
mean,
trailer. Are you kidding
same.
me?
yeah, I'm not
There's
kidding
a-
you.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
wow. Okay. Wow, that's
Very
worse than I thought.
expectative
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh,
on the
dear.
other side of it, the things that are super exciting coming out for the big movies we have coming are Spider-Man: A Brand New Day. I'm a huge Tom Holland fan and I love his
Okay.
version of Spider-Man. So I'm super
Yeah.
excited for that film to come out. Although I have no idea where that film is going to go because the Marvel universe has kind of gotten so expanded. But
Yes.
everyone's really excited about whatever the storyline is that's coming through. But I'm just excited that Tom Holland is back and Spider-Man's
Yeah.
coming out end of July. And then as well as that, the biggest anticipated movie I feel like is The Odyssey from Christopher Nolan.
Oh.
Yes.
Nolan.
Okay,
So
I
that
found
is-
out about this when Matt Damon
Nice.
hosted SNL.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yep.
he had a funny bit, because I was like, oh, because, you think to yourself, okay, what are they promoting?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is Matt Damon in? And his whole joke was like, it's not this weekend, but 9 weekends from now. 9 weekends from now, go on a date night and watch my movie, The Odyssey. Anyway, that was,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So Odyssey, I was like, oh, that might be a good one to catch
Yeah.
up.
And that truly has, I think, even just a stacked cast in general, because it also has Anne Hathaway, but then it also has Tom
Oh.
Holland and several others. And so it really, like, Christopher Nolan is known for good, like, big blockbuster
Yes.
films because he's done Oppenheimer, Interstellar, Dark Knight, The Prestige. So
Love that movie.
yeah, such a good movie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think, like, there's only one film out of his that I probably didn't like, but I know I can always count on Christopher Nolan to give out a good product because
Yeah.
he's not someone who just does all these big different films all the time. He's always very much all in, making sure that the movie is good as it's supposed to be. And but also does old school filming tactics with it. He always likes to release it in a 35 millimeter cut, which is on film rather than digital. So
Yeah.
it's always really cool to have the different styles and the artistry and that aspect of it compared
Yeah.
to what we're used to today.
Yeah.
But TV show wise, we have The House of the Dragon coming back out in June. If you watched Game of Thrones, that's its spin-off, but it's the prequel. But it's
Okay.
been 3 years since they made the last season. So, we're really itching for that show to come back
It's
in
been
June.
3 years?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
This is my
What is it?
biggest gripe with some of these shows because they're so big
Yeah.
and so ornate with their set designs and
Yeah.
everything and CGI that sometimes they're like, okay,
Oh,
we'll see you in
yeah.
3 years or 2
Yeah.
years. And we're like, but this cliffhanger you left me on,
Yeah.
now I have to wait. Am I going to
But
be even
I'm
interested when
gonna
you come
die.
back? I don't know. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
so I realized I was coming back this summer and I'm really excited for that. But the thing that I'm most anticipated about for the summer doesn't come out till August, and that's Ted Lasso season 4.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Do we think, okay, there's like this debate, like my husband and I love Ted Lasso, but my husband was like, I thought it was over and now it's a girls team. What are our thoughts on this? Because I have some trepidation that it's not going to live up to the hype, and I want it to because it's a girls team. So like anytime we
Yeah.
elevate women, I want to be a part of it. But I have some fear. I'll be honest. We're on Toy Story 5. I don't want this to go the way of Toy Story 5, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really hopeful because I think the creators of the show just know how much we love this show and especially
Okay.
love these characters.
Okay.
But I think you're right. Season 3 kind of ended, I think, semi well, but still in the sense of I don't want this thing to end. But if we are, we're wrapping the characters up slightly okay.
Exactly.
So season 4, I have hope for, and if it doesn't do well, then I'm like, well, my favorite characters came back for a season, and I can at least leave it at that. But
Okay.
I have true hope that Keely's in it. I'm hoping more because it's the women's team and they have that proposal, and so I hope it focuses more around them rather than jiving back into the men's team and the drama.
Diamond
Maybe
Dogs.
anything there. Diamond Dogs.
Jordan, are you a Ted Lasso fan?
I was just going to make a comment that, like, when you're not into a show and all the people around you are, and you're like, what are you talking about?
Oh, you're one of
just
those
gonna-
people.
Jordan.
Jordan.
I know. See, yeah. I'm one of those,
okay.
like, comfort show people, right? So it takes a lot for me to get into another show. And
Okay.
typically, if I do get into another show, it's because it's got an actor from the comfort show. So, like, I don't really
Okay.
know anybody in
that's
Ted
fair.
Lasso. Yeah, I can't
Okay.
think of anybody. Well, no, the SNL guy, right?
Yeah, Jason Sudeikis.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll check it out.
I was saying the main character is Ted Lasso's Jason Sudeikis. Yes.
Nice. Nice.
I was like, he's very, very good. And I think that whole cast has gotten a lot of good stuff because of Ted Lasso. So I highly recommend if
true.
you haven't watched it.
Okay.
I think it's a good show overall. And it's also a comfort show for me because of it's light and not super heavy
Okay.
in its content.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I won't
It
tell you
is.
what my-
And-
I won't tell
and
you
I
what my
would say
comfort show
there's-
is.
What's your
Not like
comfort show?
comfort.
I was like, now I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
not light and
inquiring
comfy.
minds want to know. We're pressuring you. You got sister pressure now.
Supernatural. So not light and fluffy.
Oh, supernatural.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I've seen it like 6 times now, and there's 15
Okay.
seasons. So yeah,
Okay.
bit of a dedicated
you have-
person to that.
Yeah, you got a lot of seasons and content to go through, if anything, there.
Exactly.
So it's always a good just put it on and it doesn't matter
I
where it's
know.
going.
I know exactly. And they exited from Netflix this past year, and then Prime was like, "Oh, come here." So I still have it. I was a little freaked out for a second, but yeah, no, it's there still. But
Do you
yeah,
not
no,
have
light
the
and
DVD
fluffy, not
box
me.
set? Do
What's
you not
that?
have the DVD box set?
I don't
I
have a
feel
DVD
like you would-
player anymore. That's the thing.
Oh. We
Yeah, I
Gasp.
know.
Gasp.
I know. Well, and see,
My
like we have a
pearls.
PS5, we have Xbox,
Yes.
and like the PS5, the disc thing doesn't work, and
Okay.
it broke when it was still
Oh.
very hard to find. So like we just kind of went with it.
Right.
And now we just do the digital downloads.
Okay.
No, we pay for too much streaming. I'm not going to buy DVDs.
I'm
We're going to get the
just
money out of that streaming.
surprised
Yeah.
you don't have a box. I have the entire
No.
box set of Gilmore Girls. Whenever you bring up Supernatural, I think Gilmore
You think
Girls is my
of
comfort
Jared Padalecki.
watch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Yeah.
Jared Padalecki. It's like 6 degrees away.
See, he's
from
not my guy.
Lorelai Gilmore. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that he got Supernatural because of his time on Gilmore Girls too.
Yes.
So like that was
Mhm.
his like first
Mhm.
iteration there and
Mhm.
really getting that intro. But
Mhm.
Mhm.
I won't tell you how many DVDs I own, Jordan. So I'm the
I
opposite.
can after the credits. It is. She has her own personal blockbuster, and that might be a
Nice.
dated comment, but anyway.
I mean, I have my
yeah.
own library, so like so people
Yes.
have
Yeah.
their things that they do, and it's
Mhm.
good for you.
Mhm.
Well, even when I thought about setting
Hmm.
up, I was like, where do I want to do this? And I was like, I could do this in front of my shelves because the condo I bought has
Yeah.
bookshelves around
Ah.
my outside window, and that is where all my DVDs live. And I was like,
Oh,
this would be nice, but it's so front lit that you can't see because
Yeah.
of the sun right now.
yeah, yeah.
That's okay. We
Darn
appreciate
lighting.
it. Well, maybe we'll do a social media post, and you can send us
Yeah.
a pic.
Yeah. Show it off.
We need to hype up your expertise in this area. And
Mhm.
so anyway, I'm curious with all these recommendations, Kaylee. Is there anything that you think is overhyped or underrated that's coming our way or has come our way? What are your thoughts on that?
It's a great question. Right now, I think for what's coming out this summer, I think the the Disney live action remakes are starting to get annoying to me.
Oh,
So the fact
yeah.
that Moana is coming out in live action
Oh.
this summer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so annoyed by it. Because also, like, it's nice because The Rock is still playing Maui, but The Rock with long flowing
Okay,
hair.
I was about to ask about this. Like, can we
Yeah.
talk about the wig?
No, we
Like,
can't because
I
it's an
can't.
atrocity.
It's lacking. It is
Yeah.
severely lacking in
Yeah.
the fullness
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just the flowiness of it. And I remember seeing the trailer and going, "That's Maui." Like,
I'm like, that's a joke.
It's such like a jump scare throw off.
yes.
Because you're just
yeah.
like, oh yeah, I'm gonna see the cartoon thing, and then you're just like,
oh,
oh, that's the real person. I'm scared, like a little bit, you know.
yeah.
that's
Mhm.
hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So it's like a lot of those, but one director I have found to be overhyped over the last few years has been Yorgos Lanthimos.
okay,
And
tell me
he's-
more.
He's done really niche or weird films, if I would say.
Uh-huh, I
So
agree.
he was the one that did Begonia, which I loved Begonia.
Did you? I haven't. It's teasing me. The thumbnail teases me, and I just go, I
Yeah.
don't know. It's that guy. It's that
Educate me.
director.
What is it?
It's so Begonia has Emma Stone in it, which Emma Stone's
Oh.
in like a lot of his films.
She
Okay.
loves
So
this director.
She loves working with this guy, and he's gotten her a lot of awards. So I think it's accurate and it works. And
Yeah.
I think he like, in theory of like the production side of it all, puts out a lot of good stuff. But
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
everything is just weird stories. Like he did, she won for Poor Things, and Poor Things was essentially about like this mad scientist who put a brain of a child into an adult body, and so throughout the movie you're watching her like essentially grow up in an adult body, but as a child
by
brain.
going through a newborn development, and I think
Yeah.
it's like a narrative on like how women are treated in today's culture, and like
Mhm.
anyway,
That's too
it's
deep.
very
Yeah.
interesting.
It's too
I
deep.
watched it,
Yeah.
and I remember texting you, Kaylee, going, "What did I just watch?"
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
like I was
It
so
was
bad.
weird. It was weird.
It's so weird, but like he does, like that's his thing.
Yeah.
And I just think like he's over, like everyone so much loves it, but I think it's so overrated because I'm just like, but they're not that great. Like I don't know, but like Begonia was is what surprised me. And so like it's maybe just because of me not liking the certain aspects of it, because I know my friends who love it and love
Sure.
how niche or weird or the different styling of it all, but I'm just like, if the story is not like strong or good, like I'm kind of out.
Yeah.
But it's really
Mhm.
hard for me to leave a theater because I'm like, well, maybe I'll give it a chance still. Like, there's
Mhm.
only been 2 movies I've actually walked out from, and I'm just like, no, this was horrible. I don't want to spend more than 10 minutes in this film. But
Mm-hmm.
so
Okay, now I gotta
I
write them out.
found
What were the 2 movies?
Uncut Gems with
Uh-huh.
Adam Sandler.
Oh,
It
well,
was a
okay.
Josh Safdie film.
Okay.
And then Marty Supreme.
You didn't
Oh.
like it?
I did not
I've
like
not
it.
seen it. I'm just intrigued by it. 'Cause
Yeah.
Steven
Yeah,
Spielberg, right?
No, that was a Safdie film as well, but it was
Okay.
not the brothers, but it was like one of them.
Okay.
I
Mhm.
stayed through majority of it, but I have a hard time when a character like the main character is not somewhat redeemable and they're just a terrible person overall.
Yeah.
Like
No bueno.
like Timothy Chalamet did a good job at playing a terrible person, and that's why he got the nominations. But the character
Yeah.
was just so bad and so unredeeming that I was like, I can't do this. Like I just could not.
Yeah.
So
You're like, I
But-
cannot follow you down this path.
No.
Yeah.
No.
cannot follow you. You're breaking my
No.
heart.
You're
So,
breaking
yeah.
my heart.
Yes.
So
But the underrated side, right?
Yes.
You wanted to know is that I think right now the most underrated show is Hacks on HBO Max.
Oh yeah, I started watching that. I'm not all caught up. Actually,
Yeah,
I need
it's
to get
so
back into
good.
the HBO account, Kaylee. If you can help me with it offline.
I got you. Yep. If not, I can give you mine because I get it free with my cable account from my
Oh,
HOA, so
perfect.
it's great.
Yeah.
Yes, let's make that
Nice.
happen. Let's make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep
but
going.
no,
Hacks.
Hacks has been my favorite comedy over the last few years. Like I thought it was overrated for a while because I'm someone who watches all the award shows, the Emmys, Oscars, Golden Globes, and it kept winning. And I was like, it's one of these shows that just keeps winning, but is it that good?
Yeah.
And then last summer, I got bored and had nothing else to watch because
Yeah.
all my shows go out on their summer hiatus. And so I was like,
Mhm.
maybe I'll give this a try because I mean, it has Gene Smart and it
Mhm.
had
Yeah.
like Hannah Einbinder has been in a lot of good stuff. And so I was just like, I'll give it a try. And it's such a funny comedy. Like they both play off each other so well
Yes.
that like you really love watching their relationship grow. But then the side characters I really enjoy are Paul and Kayla, or like Megan Statler, and
Okay.
I think the guy's actual name is Paul, and he's one of the co-creators of the show. But they're
Right.
like the agents of on there.
Mhm. Oh,
Their duo's
yeah.
hilarious because the agent, like the main guy agent, is like such a like very much like I want to be good at what I'm doing, but
Mhm.
then his assistant and co-agent of the
Yes.
company is like so loose cannon, making jokes like kind of like Gen Z or even younger, making like talking slang, unprofessional. Like it's just so funny, and so that is like I think, and it's in its last season right now. And I just
Aw.
feel like not enough people are watching it. So I'm like, sweet. Like, it is so good. Everyone should be watching this show right now. So,
All right. You inspired
Cool.
me to pick it back up, but help
Yeah.
a sister out. Let's get back
I
into that
got you.
HBO account.
HBO, look away.
Yes. Yes. You didn't hear it from me.
No. All right, Kaylee. So I don't know if you're a laundry TV watcher as well.
Yes.
That tends to be when I am able to turn on the TV.
Mhm.
So I guess like what's your ideal show for that versus like what is a show that you absolutely have to like drop everything, be paying attention to watch?
Yeah. I think it depends. Even this is going to be more technical, I think, than you want, but depends on where in the laundry cycle I am.
Okay. No,
Ooh,
valid.
details.
Yeah.
Because if I'm sorting my laundry and throwing it in and it's just doing its thing, then I know
Yeah.
I have more time to like dedicate and I could just sit down and watch a show. But if I'm folding laundry and going and doing stuff, putting away, it kind of varies. So like if
Yeah.
I'm in the stage of like putting stuff away and folding it, it's to be something light. So like something maybe like a 30-minute comedy or something that I've seen. Abbott Elementary has been good for that. Parks and Rec. But also
Yes.
I like to do, honestly, any of the reality shows I'm watching at the time.
Okay.
Has just been good stuff where I'm like, it's not high stakes where I have to fully pay attention, but by listening to it, I can still understand what's going on in the episode.
Mhm.
So for me, a lot of the times that's like Big Brother, Dancing with the Stars, RuPaul's Drag Race, stuff like that, where I'm just like, okay, there's drama going on. Okay, cool. I can understand from here. But when I get back to like being in front of it while unfolding, like, okay, I understand what's going on. So like that part of it there, I think is like the perfect laundry day type deal where you don't have to necessarily fully high stake pay attention to what's going on. And it can just play in the background while I'm going. So like even like Below Deck or Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, stuff like even that caliber too, where you're just like, okay, they're arguing again. So LOL, this drama's funny. So I can see it from a side.
Time to switch out the laundry. Yeah.
Yes.
Time to switch out the laundry. But when I know that I have like time in between, like my cycles are going or whatever, I know I can at least have an hour to sit down. And those shows, I'm like, if I have to pay attention to it, like any of the, I know like police dramas, medical dramas, where you're just like, oh no, they missed a step, and then that's gonna derail them for the next like few episodes.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta be watching. Like High Potential is one of those right now that I'm watching. That's on ABC.
Really?
Love that show, but like, and Caitlin Olsen's character is like someone who's so observant but also really smart, and so like they see things, but you're like, but I want to be able to see what they're seeing. So I have to be paying attention to something like that.
Okay. That's insightful. Good stuff.
We love a multitasking queen. Yeah.
We do.
Exactly.
We do.
Gotta get stuff done, you know, sometimes. Gotta knock those chores out.
Girl, do we
Maximize those
know
24
it.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Kaylee, you gave us very thoughtful, curated recommendations, so we appreciate that. Have a lot to watch now, unfortunately.
Yes.
So now what we want to do is just move into this portion of the program that is professionally known as answers given under emotional duress.
Yes.
We're going to throw some rapid fire questions your way, and don't overthink it. Try to not do 14-minute Marvel timeline explanations, and absolutely don't say, well, technically, if you watch the extended ish, which I mean,
because we're not going to watch it.
No. Okay,
and you
great,
know I will, so I'll just give you the cliff notes. It's fine.
There you go.
Yes,
There you go.
exactly.
Yes. Well, and that's the thing. We want instincts, fastest takes, hottest opinions, your most defendable entertainment choices, I guess would be the best way to say this. So,
Okay.
Are you ready?
As best as I can be.
Okay. All right. I will go, and then Jane, and we'll go back and forth.
All right.
All right. So, first one, comfort show you will defend forever.
Once Upon a Time.
Oh, you okay.
Okay.
It's not my answer, but yep. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Kaylee, overhyped show.
Tell Me Lies. It's on Hulu.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone on that show is a terrible person.
Yes.
I hated it, but my coworkers were like, "You have to watch it," and I did. I said, "Why do we like this show?"
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
That's so
valid.
funny.
All right. I don't know if you're into books, but do you have like a book trope that you're tired of?
I think either like Second Chance Love, like where they've done something so bad, they're like, but I'll give them a chance, or when they've been like fighting the entire time, they'll be like, no, we're meant for each other, but then someone's like, well, I don't know, and then I'm gonna try to do this other thing that's gonna really piss you off and then create more drama, like, you know, the constant self-doubt in a relationship where you're just like, they've done so much to prove it to you, why don't you believe them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So no enemies to lovers love here.
No, I like enemies to lovers. Like, I don't mind it because I'm like the Fourth Wings and the ACOTAR type stuff. Like, I think all that's gone in there, a lot of it. So yeah.
You see my collection? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, Kaylee, movie you rewatch no matter what.
Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars Episode 3.
Good one.
Love that movie. I mean, it's really tough for me as a movie person because I will say multiple things because I have a top 4 on Letterboxd, but that's always a good rewatch.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Show that you know is bad, but you're going to keep rewatching it.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
This is true.
I've never seen it because I've heard it's cheesy. Okay.
I think it had a window that it was good, and it's gone on too long that they're revisiting certain things that are the same, or the good characters they had are now gone, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
But I just can't stop watching, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Valid.
What about entertainment hill that you will die on?
Physical media will never go away. It needs to stay.
Yeah.
One of these days, all these streaming services are gonna take away all your digital copies, and how are you gonna watch anything? The answer is
Yeah.
you won't, because you don't have a DVD player and you don't have DVDs to watch it on. So who is
Called
everyone
out.
gonna come to? Me.
Exactly.
So Jordan, that's your
Yeah.
cue. Buy the
I'm
box
screwed.
set.
I'm screwed is what it sounds like. Yeah. Okay.
Because even as you said before, that they jump ship from streaming
Yeah.
service to streaming service. So if you don't
Yeah.
have that streaming service, you're
Mhm.
kind of out of luck. So like
Mhm.
that is so annoying to me, because then even if you can't find it online, then you're struggling to find it to buy anywhere. And so
Yeah.
it's the
very
most
true.
annoying thing in the world. So
Yeah. It's
that
true.
is my entertainment thing. I'm really
Yeah.
pissed that Target does not have them in store anymore. So
You know, I did
That's where I would
notice
buy
that.
it.
What
They
will you do on
don't.
Black Friday?
I
Oh
have
my
to
word, no,
shop
they don't.
online. And I hate
Wow.
shopping online. It's the worst.
I mean,
Hot take.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
There you go.
hot take.
All right. Another hot take. What is one movie that you will defend forever, no matter what critics say?
The all-female Ghostbusters movie. I
Oh.
loved it. People
Yeah.
hated it. But like, is it maybe a great film? No. But you have comedy legends in that film.
This is true.
Like, it is
Mhm.
so good, I think, because of that. And Paul Feig, I think, wrote and directed it. And like, even though it's like so separate than everything else, it still has that core of Ghostbusters, but then it's using Kristen Wiig, Kate McKinnon, Melissa McCarthy, Leslie
Mhm.
Jones, like 3 comedy icons that are just so good.
Yeah.
And I know people are like, this movie is terrible. And I'm like, it probably is, but I will enjoy it so much because the comedy queens are in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Okay, a show everyone should have watched by now. Lay it on us.
I mean, I feel like I've said it already in the sense I think everyone should watch Ted Lasso if they haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Sorry, Jordan, I'm
just
calling
kidding.
you out.
We're just.
Okay.
It's what happens.
Yeah, I know. Well,
But,
2 sisters
I
ganging
get-
up on me. All right.
No, I think it's just such a good show, and is a good show in the sense of like encouraging people to, no matter where they are. It goes through some deeper emotional things, but really brings it light and funny, and it just makes people happy, and that's what I really enjoy. So I'll take it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's valid.
No.
Most overrated franchise right now.
I think it's gonna be controversial, but I do think Twilight's overrated.
Oh yeah. Duh.
Guns
Yeah.
blazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be on board, but every time I watch the movies, I'm like, they're not that great, but it's
No.
funny to hate watch. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
you know,
I will admittedly say my husband and I watched all of them, but we watched it ironically.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
We
It's the
were
only way to
like,
watch it.
it is because we would
Yeah.
make fun of it the whole time. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
werewolves
Mhm.
versus vampires. How did we get
Yeah.
here? How did
Yeah.
we get
Yeah.
here?
That should have
Well,
stayed on
and
the
I-
page. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I saw the last film in theaters, because my college bought out the theater for an early showing.
Oh wow.
Never read the books. I was just there for everyone to watch it or whatever. And my friends were all freaking out in the battle scene where Carlisle's head gets torn off or whatever. And that doesn't happen in the books, and they were all freaking out, and I was like, what's going on? This is really crazy. And they're like,
This is great.
you're like, what's going
Yeah.
on? And they're like, this doesn't happen. And then you find out it's because it's
Yeah.
a vision. And I was just like, oh, okay. And they're like, they were so mad. And I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But
That is funny. Well, Kaylee, we just really want to thank you for your service today. You did great with all these rapid fires we threw at you. And I feel like we just covered more cultural ground in these minutes. than most people cover in their entire semester of film school. So we really appreciate your hot takes, okay?
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. I mean, and now I've got like 17 new things I gotta watch and like three opinions I gotta reconsider.
Yeah, I am always happy to help to be your go-to for any movies or recommendations. And I still think that Jane needs to try to watch Traitors anyways, but she will not let me win that battle. So here we are for reality TV.
Yes, I cannot follow you down that path, Kaylee. I don't know if I can. Even though Kristen Kish was on the most recent season, and she would probably, her and Ron Funch are probably the only two people who could intrigue me enough to go there.
And that was my exact recommendation to you when I was trying to get you on it, and it still didn't work. But don't worry, there's regular people coming out, so maybe you could try that one.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Well, I just thank you so much for coming on here. I really appreciate just the way you answered these questions with such confidence of someone who's absolutely argued about Marvel rankings in a group chat at 1 a.m. So, like, I love the energy. I knew you would bring it. We'll have to have you back on again for more entertainment suggestions because, we got quite a list going today.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Always happy to help.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, and I feel like I speak for all of us, hopefully. Like, this felt like less of a podcast segment and kind of more like we got recommendations from like the one friend whose taste we actually trust. So thank you.
Yes, exactly. So everybody go update your playlist, start at least one unnecessary fandom debate this week, and we'll move into our final thoughts of the summer. Okay, Jordan, we covered a lot this episode. So really quickly, I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Let's debrief what Kaylee shared with us. So much, especially so much. I'm going to say, listeners, we actually do have a director's cut of our conversation with her because this episode, we wanted to respect your time. So if you're into it, we will post the entire uncut conversation with Kaylee as a special bonus element on our YouTube page. So be sure to go check that out there. But Jordan, I just want to really quick hear your thoughts, any takeaways, whether that's a book, a show, a movie, a podcast, music, whatever. So yeah, Jordan, what's your takeaway from this episode? We covered a lot. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts.
I'm going to sound like a broken record, but just have fun with it.
I like that.
Like, just kind of don't try to go with the crowd. Don't try to do what everybody else is doing because you just don't want to miss out. Like, if something piques your interest, go for it.
Yep, exactly. I like that. Entertainment is supposed to be entertaining, so have fun with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. She listed a lot of movies that piqued my interest, especially that Begonia. It's been teasing me on Netflix and Peacock, and I think I saw it on Hulu recently. Anyway, there's so many streaming services, right? So definitely going to dive into some of those watches because I do like to embrace a longer watch in the summer. So I think I'm going to do that because throughout the year, my time is not as free. And so I like the shorter 30-minute episodes. But anyway, listeners, we are curious if you've got a book, a show, a movie, or a random summer obsession, we need to know about it. You know, you got to send it our way. Share with the class, okay? If you missed anything that you talked about today, don't worry. We'll be sharing recommendations, clips, and probably too many opinions all over social media. And again, be sure to check out the bonus content from our conversation with Kaylee because she's got more recommendations for you there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And yes, please keep the recommendations coming because we are never caught up, ever.
Yes. Amen. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us for this very important entertainment briefing and for spending the summer with us here on What Even Is This? Even if it's the first month of summer, we're glad you came to hang out. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And this is actually our last summer episode before we take a tiny little break.
Yep, we're going to be taking a tiny little break. That's right, Jordan. So take care of yourselves out there.
Yeah.
Don't let the summer overwhelm you. Drink water, rest when you can, watch something fun. Ignore at least one email, okay?
Yes.
Don't be as engaged with your inbox, okay?
Yeah, you're allowed to ignore it. And yes, and we will be back this fall with some brand new conversations, some fresh narratives that we're excited to explore, and probably several moments where we ask ourselves why we started talking about any of this in the first place. It's going to happen.
Exactly. So stay tuned. Follow on Instagram at the What Even Is This podcast. Check out our YouTube with the same name. It's all here on the screen. And email us. It's on the screen as well, but it's also in our show notes, guys. So we want to interact with you. We want to hear from you. Hit us up.
Yes, and if you like what you hear, please like, subscribe, follow the show, help a sister out, please.
Yes, please, because life is messy.
And chaos is real, and none of us have it all figured out.
And that's exactly why we're here, because
What even is this?